Yenna points at her mother and tells Jiheon that she is her mom and that she works as an editor. The man replies that he knows, revealing that he also works at the same company. That leaves the girl confused, and she asks her mother if that man also works at her company. But Jung-oh does not respond, as Dobin asks where his gift is. Jiheon smiles and immediately gives him a stuffed toy. The boy is fascinated because it is a koala, and he really likes that animal. Yenna also receives a koala, and both children thank the man for the gift. All of this is seen by Jung-oh, who is amazed by the interaction between the two. She reflects that this is a scene she had only imagined, and now it is unfolding right before her eyes, although he still does not know that Yenna is his daughter. Jung-oh takes the children and thanks him for taking such good care of her daughter, explaining that it is already time to take the kids to the academy. Jiheon understands but still asks to talk when she comes back. Yenna, for her part, asks if the man can keep her plush toy for her, something he accepts. Finally, Jung-oh asks the children to say goodbye to him, since they are about to enter the academy. When she enters, the director greets her, saying it is good to see her today. The woman returns the greeting, and the man points out that she arrived at a good time because there is something he wanted to talk to her about, asking if she has a moment. Jung-oh says yes and wonders what is going on, asking herself if something happened with Yenna. With some concern, she assumes that maybe someone has been bothering her for coming from a single mother family. Then the man calls her and asks if she knows that Yenna is very intelligent, praising her ability to analyze moves. Hearing that, Jung-oh is surprised and thinks that Yenna has only been learning for 6 months, and yet it seems her talent matches how much she enjoys the game. So the director comments that if she feels comfortable with it, he would like to prepare her for competitions, since there are many children's tournaments she could participate in. He points out that the little girl has a strong competitive spirit, so he believes competing would motivate her a lot. Then he asks what she thinks about the idea. The woman replies that she should first ask her daughter if she wants to do that, and the man says he already asked her casually. He recalls that when he mentioned the topic, Yenna's eyes lit up, and she seemed eager to face opponents her own age. Jung-oh understands and thinks she had not realized how quickly her daughter was growing. She tells herself that the daughter of Jiheon and her is a prodigy. When she leaves the academy, she meets the director. The man comments that since she was not coming out, he thought she might have run away again. He takes her hand and asks if they can talk for a while. Later, in a park, Jiheon offers Jung-oh a drink, but she asks if he will not return to the office. The director replies that he left early today. Then he says that she might not believe him, but he really did not know. He adds that he asked Park Seung-gyu and only then found out. Jung-oh replies that it is fine and that there is no problem since she trusts him. She then reflects that she was a little surprised, but it is incredible that such a connection exists. Then a doubt comes up, and she asks if he ever used to play Go. The director replies that he liked playing when he was younger. Jung-oh is surprised and says she did not know that. The man replies that she never asked, so how would she know? The editor responds that he should have said something. She reflects that when they were together, she never heard anything like that. Jiheon looks at her and immediately smiles. At that moment, Jinseo-an approaches, since she sees Yenna's mom and wants to greet her. The woman stands up to greet her. Then Jinseo says it is a coincidence to see Jiheon. He greets her as well and thanks her, since thanks to her, he was able to deliver the gifts without any trouble. The woman comments that she heard from her husband that they all work at the same company and that it is an incredible coincidence. She adds that she is now going to pick up Dobin and asks if they would like to go up together. Jung-oh confirms, noting that it is already a bit late. Jinseo adds that she thinks she will have to leave first today and asks Jiheon if he will give them a ride. The man says yes, which makes Dobin's mother happy. She also thanks Jung-oh for bringing Dobin, and she replies that it is nothing, wishing them a safe trip home. With her son already in the car, she says goodbye to them, something the boy also does. While the three of them watch them leave, Yenna's mother tells the director that they can walk since they are close enough. But the man takes Yenna's hand and explains that he will drive them, since he parked nearby and they can go together. That makes Jung-oh smile. Curious, Yenna asks if he is a director, which the man confirms. Right after that, she asks if he is the director who gave her mom cookies. Ji-hyun asks if she knows about that too, and Jung-oh replies that she does, since she brought the cookies home. Then the girl remembers something and asks her mom if he is the director who made her work late. The woman does not know how to respond. The girl, letting go of the man's hand, asks again if he was the one who made her mom work late on her birthday. She wants to know if he made her mom work late on May 27th, declaring that that day was her birthday. Angry, the girl looks at him and asks why he did that. Then she looks at her mother and asks her to change companies. Jung-oh explains that she cannot quit her job immediately because she also needs to earn money, so the girl asks her to change jobs before her next birthday arrives. Ji-hyun, a little sad, explains to Yenna that he made a mistake. But the girl ignores him and asks to walk instead. They leave the man behind while he comments that the koala is still in his car. The director, feeling sorry, reflects that he did not know. He remembers when he heard her say that he should understand and that she would be there soon. At that moment, he got angry because of that, and that was why he made her work more. He thinks that he did not know that it was his daughter's birthday. Back in the present, the girl asks to leave with just the two of them. The director is left speechless, but then he follows them and says that he made a mistake. The girl replies that that is a lie and that he will surely do it again. But he says no, that he will never do it again. Then the girl stops, looks at him, and asks if he will no longer make her mom work overtime. The director replies that he will not force her to do that, and that if something happens, he will tell her to go home immediately. That leaves the girl thoughtful, and Ji-hyun, trying to cheer her up, asks if she would like to play Go with him. Jung-oh, hearing that, tells her daughter that he did not know and that that is all, since if he had known, he would have sent her mom home earlier. She asks her to try to understand. However, the girl replies that she only turned 6 once. She complains about why her mother always takes other people's side, saying that he is not her daughter, she is, and asking why she is scolding her. She starts to cry, leaving both of them speechless. Meanwhile, at Dobin's house, the man asks his son what he learned at the academy today while hugging him. The boy replies that he learned Go, which makes his father happy. Then his mother asks if he arrived early, and her husband replies that he did, asking if something happened. The woman says yes, explaining that she saw Ji-hyun and Jung-oh together, and that they looked good like that. Still, her husband explains that Yenna ended up hating him. His wife, confused, says that it seemed like Yenna liked Ji-hyun. Her husband then says that after she left, Yenna told Ji-hyun that she did not want to see him again. The woman, curious, asks why. Her husband replies that Ji-hyun made assistant Jung-oh work overtime. Somewhat confused, Jinseo says that everyone works overtime, but then Seong-gyu explains that it happened on Yenna's birthday, surprising the woman. She remembers that Yenna cried a lot that day because her mom did not come. So she asks why Ji-hyun did that. Her husband says he is glad they talk to each other because they can handle things themselves, and he feels relieved. Besides, seeing Ji-hyun nervous was funny. His wife says that she told him that was the right decision, something her husband confirms, agreeing with her. Meanwhile, Yenna arrives at her grandmother's house and calls out to her. Seeing her, the woman asks why her eyes are red and if her mom scolded her. After that, Jung-oh explains to her mother that when Yenna was coming home, she ran into the man who played Go with her. Hearing that, her mother asks if it was the handsome bachelor. Her daughter says yes, and that the bachelor is the director of her company. She adds that Yenna discovered that he was the one who made her work overtime on her birthday, and that is why she got furious. Hearing that, the mother asks if that man really made her work overtime. She says she does not like him now either, since she does not like anyone intimidating her daughter. She confesses that she thought he was kind because he is polite and handsome. Jung-oh reflects that Ji-hyun will have a lot of work to do, since now there are 2 people angry with him. The next day, at the company, the team leader informs Jung-oh that the director is calling her. She replies that she will go to the meeting right away. When she reaches his desk, she greets him, but the man quickly asks if Yenna is feeling better now. The woman lets out a laugh, which Jihaeon asks her not to do. But Jung-oh cannot help asking if it bothered him that much. Then she says that it cannot be helped, and that they should not see each other anymore. The director asks her not to say things like that. He asks her to stay a little longer before leaving. But Jung-oh replies that she has to work, otherwise she will have to work overtime. They look at each other, and Jung-oh says she will stay only 5 more minutes. Then Jihaeon asks if Yenna still wants her to change companies. But she replies by asking if he did not find Yenna cute. The man confirms, and adds that he has never seen such a cute child. Yenna's mother replies that she is also stubborn. She wonders who she takes after, since that stubbornness did not come from her. Then Jihaeon asks her not to talk about that guy. The woman falls silent, and then says that anywhere and somehow, even in barren land, where one would think nothing could grow, a beautiful flower can bloom. Even if that man and she were an insignificant connection, something bright came out of them. She reflects that their daughter is beautiful and asks him to remember that. Then Jihaeon asks if she is not being too kind to that guy. Besides, if she wants to talk about him so much, she should not say nice things. He asks her to curse him a little instead, so she starts talking about that guy. Jihaeon confirms and asks her to speak badly about him. Then Jung-oh says that now that she thinks about it, he is a pervert. That makes Jihaeon even angrier, and he curses him. He adds that he is a guy who has not shown up all this time, and that says everything. Besides, if he ever comes looking for her, he asks her not to forget to call him so he can beat him up. The editor asks how he would do that. The man replies that he will make sure he never comes back. Jung-oh says that guy is strong. Jihaeon replies that he is stronger. That makes Jung-oh imagine Jihaeon fighting with himself, which makes her laugh a little. Still, she says she is grateful, since in the end he gave her Yenna. Then Jihaeon asks that aside from bringing Yenna into the world, what else that guy did as a father. Jung-oh replies that that is all, and that it is the most important thing. The director understands and moves closer to her to give her a kiss. He asks if she did it on purpose. He adds that she knew he would react like that if she talked about that guy. He points out that he clearly said that if she talked about that guy, he would get angry with her, but even so, in his ironic tone, he asks her to keep talking.
ありがとう。ありがとうみんな。ありがとう。ありがとう。ありがとう。ありがとう。ありがとう。ありがとう。ありがとうね。